Welcome back to my channel. Bunda's here. 大家好，欢迎大家又回来我的频道。Today I want to share with you how I make scallion pancake. It's such a common dish for Chinese dinner, lunch, or even breakfast if you like. However, every family has their own creation on this recipe. I grown up eating this scallion pancake that my grandmas and my parents made. So today I want to share with you how I make scallion pancake. 今天我想跟大家分享一下我是怎么做葱油饼的。葱油饼是一道非常常见的面食。我从小就是吃我奶奶、姥姥、爸爸妈妈做的葱油饼。所以今天我想跟大家分享一下我是怎么做葱油饼的。希望你们会喜欢，也希望你们订阅和点赞我的频道，并且留下你们的评论。Hope you like my tutorial. Leave comment down below and subscribe my channel and give me a thumbs up. Without further ado, let's get started.
3 cups of all-purpose flour into a bowl. 今天我用3杯面，然后把1杯开水加入面粉，用筷子搅拌，因为这个阶段我不想把手弄黏。I poured the hot water into the flour and mix it with cooking chopsticks because I don't want to get my hand messy at this point. You can use a fork or standing mixer. Then I add in my cold water. Be very careful with this half cup of cold water. You don't want to pour it right in because the flour sometimes needs more water or less. Depends on the humidity of where you live or the weather change. I didn't end up using all my water as you can see, so just test it as you go. When you see almost all the water has been absorbed into the flour, now you can start to use your hands to knead the dough. 然后我来加入冷水，你不要一下子把这半杯冷水加进去，因为有的时候天气变化湿度都会影响你的面粉需水量，所以一点点加。今天我没有把所有的水都用掉，所以等搅拌的差不多了，你看没有很湿的面了，你就可以开始用手去揉面。也可以用和面机，但是我觉得葱油饼的面团不需要揉很久，所以我就没有用。So I didn't use my standing mixer because it's not a demanding dough for scallion pancake, but you can absolutely use your standing mixer if you want. When you see this dry flour still hanging in your bowl, don't panic and don't add more water so quickly. Just scrape it off and keep kneading it. You'll get there. 所以不要担心那些干面，然后你就继续揉，也不要急着加水，耐心一点，就完全可以把它们都揉进去。Let the dough rest for 10 to 15 minutes, otherwise you're gonna have a tough dough to work on. 用湿布把这个面盖上，休息10到15分钟，然后我们就可以开始切葱了。I use 6 scallions. I wash and dry them. First, I cut the scallions open vertically from top to bottom, then cut them in half and fold them up. Then cut them into tiny pieces, which is what I want in my pancakes. 所以我用6根葱，然后竖着把它划开，然后再从中间切开，对折，然后这样就会切出来很细的葱末。切完后就可以放到碗里备用了。Half cup of oil into a pan heated up with medium heat. You want the oil to get to the point that's hot but not smoking. Turn off the burner and add 2 tablespoons of flour into the oil. Move the pan away from the hot burner to prevent overcooking. Constantly stir it because you don't want your flour to be burned. 中大火把半杯油加热到8至9成热，关火，把锅从热的炉头上挪开，然后一直搅拌这个油酥，然后把油酥加到碗里面，加入一半刚才切好的葱。Transfer the hot oil into a bowl, add in half of the scallions that we just cut. Stir it. Now back to the dough. You just knead it a little bit in the bowl so that you can get a clean bowl. 你只需要在碗里稍微揉一下面，碗里面就会很干净了。从碗里拿出面团，在面板上揉2到3分钟，然后就可以揉出相对光滑的面了。Take out the dough from the bowl and keep kneading it for another 2 to 3 minutes. You'll get a nice dough. Today I'm making 6 medium-sized pancakes. Take out one piece to work on and leave the rest covered with a wet towel. 分成6个小剂子，我今天用的是面板而不是厨房的台面，所以要稍微小一点。我通常都会做1杯面1个饼。拿出1个小剂子，剩余的先放在湿布下面盖住，稍微整一下形就可以开始擀面了。Sprinkle a generous amount of flour on your working surface as well as your dough. Use a large rolling pin, roll it out. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. If the dough gets enough rest, it should be very easy to roll it right now. You started with rolling on the flat dough. When the dough gets big enough, you can wrap the dough onto your rolling pin to make it bigger faster. But make sure you have enough dry flour on your dough to prevent the dough stick together. And then just roll it out from the center to the edge. Make it as big and thin as you can get. 擀面的时候呢，你就先平着擀，擀大了一点呢，你就可以把面卷到擀面杖上，这样擀得更快。然后呢，再平着擀，从中间往边上一点一点擀，这样就会擀得很大很薄。Sprinkle 1/3 teaspoon of salt on your dough. I'm using sea salt. Make it even with your hand. 1/3茶勺的盐，我用的是海盐，用手铺均匀。2大勺，这里是 2 tablespoon 葱油酥，再单独加1勺清油抹平，然后再撒1勺没有油的葱。2 tablespoons of scallion oil that we just made and add another tablespoon of clean oil. Smear it evenly on your flat dough and sprinkle another tablespoon of scallions that we didn't use it for the scallion oil onto the dough. You can fold up the edge toward the center as I do here to make sure every corner of the dough gets the oil. Then you can start to roll up the dough from the bottom to the top. 你可以像我这样把边折起来，让每一个角落都沾上油，然后就可以从下往上卷了。After you roll it up, you want to twist it from the center to the each end with an opposite direction, and then you use your left hand to roll the left end to the center clockwise. Use your right hand to roll the right end to the center clockwise. Fold it up. Do the same thing to the rest of the 5 doughs. 把它卷成一个长条之后，从中间往两边反方向长着拧，然后再从两端反方向往中间卷，卷到中间之后合起来压扁就好了。Let them rest 10 to 20 minutes when you are done with all your doughs. 所有的葱油饼都做好之后，还是用湿布盖住，让它休息10到20分钟，然后再次擀平，擀到你理想的大小，休息5分钟就可以放进锅煎了。Gently flat them up with your rolling pin before you cook them. Again, let them rest for 5 minutes after you flat them so that you will get softer texture instead of tough pancakes. I wrap up 2 of them and freeze them for later. If anytime my daughter or anyone wants scallion pancake, I just take them out from the freezer, defrost and cook it. 我今天把不做的2个饼冻起来，然后下次想吃的时候拿出来解冻，然后煎来吃就可以了。我们今天调的葱油和葱都刚刚用完， We used up all the scallion oil and scallions. 平底锅里面加油，开中火，油温5成热就可以把饼放进去。放到锅里以后，习惯转几下，这样使它受热均匀。Add some oil to the pan, medium heat. When the oil is getting warm enough, put the pancake into the pan. Don't let the temperature of the oil get too high. It's gonna burn the pancake very easily. After one side get little golden brown, flip it over, or you wanna keep flipping it multiple times so you don't get it burned. Keep an eye on it because it get the color real fast. 一面煎至金黄色后翻面，多翻几次，不要把一面留在火上太久，因为它的颜色会上得很快，这样就会煎焦。When both of the sides got to golden brown, now you can throw it into the pan hard for a few times. That way you loosen it up for a better texture. Then put the lid on and turn the heat to low. Cook it for half more minute. 两边都煎至金黄以后，就可以开始把饼甩几下，这样会让饼更松软。然后盖上盖子，加热半分钟，开盖翻面，再盖盖子，加热半分钟。Flip it over, lid back on, cook another half minute. Look at this texture and all these layers. Oh my, I can't wait to taste it. Take it out into a plate or a cutting board. Cut it with a pizza cutter, as I'm using here, or you can use a knife. Now my pancake is ready to be tasted. 把葱油饼取出，放在盘子或砧板上，用刀切开就可以享用了。我这里用的是披萨刀。
你在吃什么？
葱油饼。
脆吗？
嗯。
好吃吗？
嗯。
嗯。Yum。